From your most watched, most trusted weather source, here's your certified, most accurate First Alert forecast.
Dew points expected to stay very low, and that's going to lead us to our comfortable mornings in the 40s and 50s. Even tonight, we're already a little bit cooler than kind of we expected, so we've had to bump the overnight lows down a little bit. Even with cloud cover, a little bit of nudge of moisture from Milton passing by late this week, we're not going to see a big change in our air. Of course, the cold front that moved through yesterday, that is going to save us both from impacts from Milton and any rain chances. Notice it holds firm. It does not let any tropical moisture up towards us, and our air stays dry both at the surface and above us where we get rain to develop until we get another cold front. It's going to drop out of the Canada area, the Great Lakes region, and that's going to bring us the chance of some light showers as we head into early next week. This model doesn't really think we'll have rain early next week, and looks pretty light. Even if we did get a few showers, wouldn't amount to much, but just some very dry weather both for the mountains and for the Wilmington area, and us too. Our water levels have been high even without all the flash flooding issues other portions of the state have seen. Obviously Florida, even a portion of Georgia, expected to see the worst of Milton as it passes by. Still Category 5, still much smaller than Helene was. The wind field still very compact, and that's why it's been able to maintain Category 5 strength. Winds 160 miles per hour, gust up to 200. Pressure has been wobbling and has went back up over the past probably 4 hours or so, and only moving at 12 miles per hour. Helene was moving about 20 to 30 as it made a landfall. So this is going to be a little bit more typical landfall for a hurricane. Still expected to be a major hurricane, somewhere between Category 3, Category 4 status, and then quickly loses hurricane strength as it moves past Florida and heads for Bermuda, though no big issues expected for Bermuda like what we're seeing or expected to see across Florida. The surge forecast remains consistent and alarming for areas from Tampa Bay down towards Fort Myers. That's where surge could be up to 15 feet, maybe a little bit lower to the north of Tampa, but still expecting up to 9 to maybe 6 feet of storm surge. Some clouds already moving in. That's based off some showers off the coast, but really we're expecting things to stay very quiet for us, even if our clouds do increase a little bit. So a lot going on around Florida. Here's an area the National Hurricane Center is watching for development. Very low chance anything comes out of that. Already have some rain across the area, but Milton will be getting closer. Tomorrow is when conditions really start to go downhill. Those high clouds across Georgia, South Carolina, that's what's going to make our skies a little cloudier as we head into late tomorrow and for most of Thursday before the sunshine returns. But with clear skies for most of us right now, look at the temperatures. We got 66 in Beaufort and Oriental, 55 in Greenville, and 50 already up in Roanoke Rapids. So upper 40s, pretty good bet now for a lot of our western and northern counties. Once you get closer to the coast, it'll be a mix of 50s and maybe a few 60s. Of course, the wind tomorrow, a little breezy, but we really start to see that breeze pick up as we head into Thursday. Sustained winds, mostly 10 to 15 inland, but getting closer to 30 out across the Ocracoke area, the Hatteras area, and then winds start to fall as we head into Friday. So if we do see any strong winds, the strongest winds expected to be down East Carteret County, coming off the sound out of the northeast, Ocracoke, Hatteras. That could lead to some higher than normal water levels at high tide, but just don't expect big issues from that. So we're going to miss out on all of Milton's impacts, thankfully. But Florida, man, it's just already got hit with Helene.
Right.
It's a different area this time, but they're still recovering a little bit from Helene as well, from the surge that moved through.
Yeah, we saw that story earlier in the newscast with a lot of the debris still piled up on the streets, and talking about that just turns into projectiles.
Yeah, worst case scenario for them, but hoping for the best.
All right, thanks, Zach.